Benz I'm driving. I let the bros drive it. If I'm tired, just watch the mileage. Linking with these vibes, we get connected like we wired. Looking at these lights inside these Benz, get me inspired. Passing niggas like they flash.
Crazy, but
would y'all hate me if I said that we weren't recording?
Where you lying?
All right, everybody, welcome. We are tapped in with the perfect network. I got my people with me right now. We gonna run through this. Funny situation, man. This is our second time doing this. We just did a whole little thing, and I wasn't recording, so now we're tapped in. Let's go ahead and start all the way on the right. What's up?
What's up? My name is Daraja. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
What's up, man? I'm Dabo from Atlanta, Georgia.
Ammberlynne from LA.
Ammberlynne from LA. I'm Rio from Atlanta. And okay, so what we were saying earlier, we got my boy here. Dabo, what's up, man? So this is my best homie, man, from Atlanta, from college. All right, so man, it feel like we grew up together, but nah, I mean, I know him, know everything about this man. He's a Virgo just like me, so I mean,
best sign right
there. If I was to say I had a twin, this would be my twin, man. But yeah, tell him how we met, brother.
Yeah, you know, we met in college, of course, but freshman year.
Well, nah, he found out I was talking to this girl, and he decided, like, dang, you know, this dude, he thinks he's all that because he could talk to her. Watch, I could talk to her too. And so as I'm off, you know, with my basketball team, we were at an away game. Come to find out, he got with my girl. You know, wasn't really my girl. It was just a little situation at the time, but you know, he took it into his hands to, you know, get him a little.
Nah, I keep thinking about that story. Like, she was a bad person.
She knew we were like somewhat connected.
She knew that he was gonna find out too. Like, that's what's the crazy part.
She did. Yeah, like she did. She went with it. But long story short, that's how we ended up getting connected. We actually bonded over the fact that women just have very low morals and just sometimes, you know,
for sure.
And sometimes not all women, not, you know, maybe not the Southern Dallas or maybe Miss LA over here, but you know, a lot of women.
What I learned is women can be just like men at times.
Okay,
that's
wait.
what I did learn.
Let's just stop the tracks real fast. So so who was she talking to, like, originally?
Me.
So she was talking to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you knew that she was talking to him.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't close to him though.
But you knew that she was talking to somebody. Yeah, I knew
for sure.
So why are we mad at her? Like, why is she the problem? You low-key the problem.
How am I the problem?
Because you tried to talk to somebody.
But the thing is, I don't owe loyalty to none of them.
But
you know,
that's why you one of them.
Nah,
but listen, you said she ain't got morals.
But men are different
morals.
with that. Like, they feel like, damn, I can't even be mad at him. He took her. Like, they don't really see it like that unless they like dead in love with her.
But for me, I have morals. So if I know somebody's talking to somebody, I'm not gonna push up on them because it's just.
So you know, you gotta understand, as a man, right? I feel like men are always going to try your girl. Like, you could,
I've seen it.
You could be married. You could be married, and a man is gonna be like, "Hey, man, you're pretty. I still want to take you out, right?" I feel like that's where, if anything, a woman can show like her true self, her true.
So you like y'all gonna do what y'all.
We gonna do it regardless.
You need to be on your best behavior because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Because no matter how much I wanted it, if she would have been like, "Nah,"
it would have never.
Okay. It would have never happened.
That's facts. Is the loyalty is with the woman. So my loyalty was to her. Her loyalty was to me. Obviously, that was just like a situation. That was like a college thing. So it wasn't really that deep. She was probably talking to me, him, and 8 other dudes, and this football player, and But when we really locked in, like, my loyalty is to that woman. Her loyalty is to me. So it doesn't matter if 100 dudes talk to her or DM her or whatever. If her loyalty is to me, then that's where it lies, and that's where, you know, it should stay. So no man, whether it was my best homie or whether it was just some random off the street that's talking to her, if he succeeds, then my problem is with her.
Yeah.
You know?
It kind of brings up a good question. If you're in a relationship, and someone DMs you, how do you go about that?
You don't respond.
You don't respond at all?
Mm-mm. Even if you say I have a boyfriend, men know I have a chance.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
Be given an opening.
Yes, you're already making yourself accessible. if you are in a relationship, you shouldn't say shit.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Is there like a clap button here?
I usually have one. I got a little thing, but yeah, we could give one. We could give one. Everybody, that's the perfect answer. Is don't respond. Like even you saying, I have a boyfriend is like, okay, cool. You just letting them know, like, just wait a second.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
and he's gonna come around in 2 months. You still got that boyfriend. Like, you know, and he's going to still be waiting, and you just let him know that you still have an interest.
And men will wait, and they know that about each other. And it's embarrassing to your man in your relationship to even acknowledge a man trying to get at you. You should be like, the fuck?
Man, you know, that's a real thing. A lot of women don't see that. They just be like, it was just a reply. You know, they see I have a man.
Women love attention. Well, everybody loves attention, but women know, we know that our beauty gets us a lot of, like, great things. And so women love the ego stroke of, like, a lot of men still wanting them even while they're in a relationship. But you have to have a certain level of maturation to know that the only person that rings my bells is my man. Y'all don't matter. So it just depends on who she is.
Yeah, that's true too. And I feel like for me personally, if I know somebody got a girlfriend and I'm trying to talk to them and they kind of giving me energy, this happened before.
She's gonna explain like this. I'm thinking.
This happened before, but when he wasn't with her anymore and he was trying to talk to me, I'm just like, what makes you think I would actually take you serious after you was cheating on her? I know how you
get down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ever take you serious. So I feel like that's another way to look at it too. Like, yeah, somebody might DM you while you got a boyfriend and whatever, your situation may not work out, so then you start talking to this dude. I don't really think the dude gonna really take you serious because
he's not.
Yeah,
actually.
So that's
if
another
anything,
thing.
it tells him immediately, like, oh, she one of them. They always clock it immediately.
I'm not gonna lie, that's real. Because if I'm trying to talk to a girl and she has a boyfriend or a man and she responds back, right, and she's like, you know, when she does become single one time and me and her like end up talking, I will never take her seriously.
Never.
Because she's gonna do it again. Like that's, you know, behaviors are patterns, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna happen. So
it just speaks volumes about your character, and men remember stuff like
that. She over here giggling.
No, because this doesn't really count because I was very young.
Okay.
Like,
how young?
For sure.
Very young.
For sure.
Very young. I had a boyfriend and sorry. I'm telling on myself. I had a boyfriend and it was this other guy that I was attracted to, but I had a boyfriend, and me and him kind of went through a little rough patch. So we were like, I guess, on a break. I would never tolerate that at my big age, but we were on the break, and I had kissed somebody, and I told him about it. He forgave me. I know.
He fell down to his knees.
Kissing is so intimate.
I know.
So y'all know. So,
but I would never do it again. That's what I'm saying. I know people be like, you know, once you cheat, like you're always a cheater. I wouldn't.
So that's the thing too, though. Is you know, me and you, we were talking about breaks the other day, and you know, what you told me was, you know, during a break, she's free to do whatever she wants. We're not together. In my eyes, you do anything, I'm sick. And I dang it. Like, if it's that easy for you to, okay, cool, we just went a week without talking, and you already with somebody else, or you already messing with somebody, or whatever the case is, I'm gonna be sick, and I'm probably ain't gonna look at you the same, even though we was on a break. And I probably wouldn't take you back.
The double standards be crazy because we know what men do on breaks, right? But with women, it's like,
not necessarily. Not all men, again.
Well,
but,
not all men.
yeah.
I'm not gonna box y'all in, but a lot of times, like, if you do what the man does, it's like, oh my God, like he falling to his knees, throwing up. And it's a real thing, but it shows you what people rather do. And I feel like that would tell me everything. Like, I'm like, oh no, you wanted to be outside.
Right.
You wanted to be out there with them.
You know, when it comes to breaks, and I was telling them, of course, y'all, you know, break up, technically, you're allowed to do whatever you want to do. Me, I don't like breaks, right? Because
I don't like
I'm
that
like,
shit.
I don't
We
like it, right?
together, we not. I don't
Me. There's a
that,
break.
yeah.
It comes in when it's like, hey, let's kind of just chill. Like, we're mad at each other right now. You know, let's take a day.
Space. Yeah.
I feel like as soon as you break up, that's when problems arise, right? And like you said, at a grown age, breaks. If we can't get through communication without going through breaks, like, this is not going nowhere. Like, what, we're gonna take a break from our marriage, right? Like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Like,
People
no,
do that in order to keep the longevity.
man. But no, I feel like when you take a break and like break up, which means you get away from your partner, especially at this early in your relationship, right? I'm not talking about 15 years of marriage, 20 years of marriage, but you're like you're 7 months in and you're taking breaks. It's like that's probably not the one for you.
Yeah.
And I never really liked breaks. I don't like the term of it. I feel
don't like breaks
I
either.
feel like it's an easy way to give up.
Ain't no breaks.
Ain't no breaks.
On or off. No in between.
Death row. No, I'm playing.
Okay, Dirk.
No,
Okay, Dirk.
So you don't feel like there is a amount of time to where, like, after your break, it's like, okay, cool, they're free to do whatever they want to do?
No, because then it's like, how we coming back from this? Like, do we plan on getting back together for real?
Okay, but like when y'all go through something and you like, nah, I'm done. You don't really want to be done, or you're not even done fully in your head, but you just want them to feel it. So you give them that space and you give them that fear of losing you.
That's a good point. You know why?
I got that bad.
I'm going to tell y'all, I've learned trying to do stuff in order to get somebody to act a certain way will get your feelings hurt. Because then you'll see what they want to do, what they rather do, and you're going to be like, damn, I thought you was going to be crying, begging like Jodeci.
Back, yeah.
You with the host.
You with the host.
Like, hell no. Like, no. So don't play them type of games. Say what you want.
He played with a lot.
Oh, dang. He just
First off, everything I got is from him.
Oh my God.
Everything negative I got is from him.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. My first onset of relationships is very toxic. How I just think about it, right? I don't know.
You seem so nice. He one of them, and it's something that threw me off when I first
saw what is going on here?
Because I was like, he's so cool. He nice as fuck. And then I'm like, nah, you one of them.
No,
that's how you reel him in.
No, this. If you don't, this day and age that we live in when it comes to relationships, right? It is psychological warfare.
It is. It's a game. You got to know how to play.
It's like if you do a little more, you're the one that's kind of like on the bottom totem pole.
Yeah,
like you're the one that got the most to lose. And it's very tough. It's like you have to play a chess move. You're like, okay, I did a lot. She didn't really show a lot back. Oh, I gotta bring it back. And then she does more, and then she's feeling like that, and the communication and the egos. Yes. It's like you got to protect yourself out here, man. It's a lot of stuff that especially men have to deal with, especially when I'm talking about deal with in relationships, right?
It's so sad we like this.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
So I understand what you are saying, like you feel like you don't want to do too much or you got to do too much. They say that, I've heard this since I first started dating. They say that the guy is always supposed to like the girl more.
Oh my God!
Like he's supposed to love you. He's supposed to love you before you even start to like him.
The girl is supposed to like the guy more.
The girl's supposed to.
Y'all are insane.
Y'all are crazy.
This is why. This is why, right? This is why she said, "Don't piss me off." So this is why, right? Because you guys choose, right? For guys, we have to be very strategic and we have to have a lot, right? For women, it's as simple as a shoulder rub. You go over and you caress a dude in a certain way. You do anything. Guys are easy. Men are easy. We were just talking about this the other day. Like, men are easy. So if a guy ever comes up to you and he's like, you easy, you this, tell him you easy, bro. You're easy. Guys are easy. That's all it takes is a little rub or whatever, or just
a glance. Really,
that's
my favorite.
Cook like you, or if you really want to.
I told you. Yeah, she's talking.
Right. Or if you really want to lock him in, cook for him once. Watch what happens. Okay. You really want to lock a guy in, cook for him once.
And just going off that, he's absolutely right. Like men, we have to be financially. Always, not all of us are, but financially stable, right? Mentally stable. Have certain requirements, tall, recently tall,
no, I do give y'all
looking,
that. I do give, and it is. I think it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Good. Oh, shout out to men, man. Shout out to men.
So I give y'all that. It's a lot of pressure because I have a brother, so I know I see both sides, right? So y'all can't just show up and be cute, right? Y'all ain't got no money, no motion.
No motion.
I'm talking about this like. The looks don't even matter. Like you might as well just hang it up. So it's a lot of pressure.
And it's an ever long battle too, because we could have it in the beginning, right? And if we're still not entertaining you, or we're still not making things exciting,
and go,
like you're gonna get bored. man, we don't think that. Like
when we lock in,
it's like, man, we're comfortable. Like,
it don't matter what car you drive.
We're chill. You could be in a beat up Honda Civic. We'll be like, she's a good person. I love her. Man. Let's take her to mom.
She treats me right, bet nothing else is needed.
Yeah, I feel like it depends on like the type of woman you're going after too. Like,
yeah, if y'all know what y'all like, and if you know that you trying to turn a certain individual into somebody she's not, that's what you gonna get.
But that's the manipulation thing that women are very good at as well. You know what I'm saying? You guys are gonna come out and be, if you like somebody, you're not gonna come out and show them that you an asshole. You gonna come out and show them like, oh, this. That's why you kind of can't even tell it, like you're saying, that psychological warfare. Like you can't really tell them like what all you want off rip, you know, from a woman, because they're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna love bomb you.
Y'all do that too.
I'm gonna show them exactly.
So can we just say
it's a two-way street? It's a two-way street.
Both have a poor character on that side. Like all people can have poor character sometimes.
So speaking of that, tell me some characteristics of a man love bombing you. Like, what are some signs right here?
Oh, it actually happened to me recently. This guy, he's an artist. He took me bowling, and he told me he loved me.
Oh, first date?
Off rip?
First date is wow.
He told me he loves me, and
he looked you in your eyes when he did
it. And I was like, dang, how many shots have we had? Like, he told me he loved me, and he kissed me on my cheek, and
not the cheek kiss.
He's a gentleman.
Wow. He was telling his homeboys, because he had like entourage and shit. He was telling his homeboys like, y'all take care of my wife. I'm finna go get some like
run.
This first encounter.
Run.
What was
it?
What was
threw me
your
all the way
reaction?
off. No, I instantly knew not to take him seriously.
Yeah, right.
I promise. He
Wow.
texted me after that. I didn't respond.
So love bombing is a red flag for a man?
Absolutely.
Really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because a man that I've learned, a man that's really trying to see what you're talking about, y'all really be scared to touch you. Like, they like, okay, I don't want to fuck up. I really want to impress her. Be real kind of like, you know, not nervous, but just chill and just calculated on every move. Him doing all of that, I'm like, dang, a lot of girls done got their cheek kissed.
She's
and
right.
a lot of bitches done been told that that he loved him. So
man,
what about for you,
Em? Yeah, I stay away from that because I'm a little delusional.
She be like, he loves
me. Right in. She be like, oh my God, we finna get married.
Right. So I'll be trying to stay away from that because I'll get my feelings hurt. Like, that's the quickest way for me to get my feelings hurt is me thinking that somebody really cares about me more than they do. Yeah, and men are like that. Like, my last relationship, I was love bombed too. Like, he said I love you very early on, and I love you too. No, you don't.
How long?
Just saying it because he said it.
How long did the love bombing last? Like, when did you see a change, and what were the changes to where, like, dang, you not doing the stuff that you was doing anymore?
Yeah, so it started with like me, like, you know, spending the night at his house more. Like, the treatment changed. Like, when we first started dating, like, you know, wake up to some like little kisses on my face, you know, or just saying how much he cares about me and stuff like that.
2 weeks in, he just gone.
Maybe a month in, I wake up, he playing the game. Whoa, good morning to you too. Like, okay, like
he got used to it.
Yeah,
he felt like the
like
chase was over.
Exactly,
you was there.
Exactly.
We can't play the game. Like,
we can't play. He didn't even leave the crib. Like, I thought he went and started his day.
He got on the game.
He just went to the living room.
She felt it though. We are so intuitive as women. We can feel when a man don't, like, it's not as strong as it was at first. And it's not even, like, he could have been playing the game, but she would have been able to tell, like, nah, he still fuck with me the same.
Yeah, okay. It's not like that. It wasn't like that.
It's the energy,
it wasn't like that.
For sure.
It wasn't like that at all. Yeah, like.
And just morning kisses is all it took. Yeah.
Okay, relax.
Not
too much.
So speaking on that relationship, how did you? Because like Rio said before, you never really know when you're done. You know, during it, you kind of want them to come back. How do you know when you're really done in a relationship? Like, how do you know when it's like, I'm not going back?
For me, it's when I'm not checking for you no more. Like, I don't care what you're doing, where you're at.
Not checking their stories.
Yeah, I'm not watching your stories no more. I don't care if you texted me. Like, I don't want to text you. Like, I don't care about what you're doing, how your day is. That's when I know I'm done, because I'm very, like, caring in that sense. Real. Like, you know, how's your day? Once I don't even, it's done. Like,
Mine's just cheating. Like if I find out you cheating, like you cheated, it's done. It ain't no coming back from it. Like a lot of other stuff I can handle. I might turn up on you for a second. And we can get back to where we, But if I find out cheating, I think that's my one like only
non-negotiable.
I feel like a lot of men are like that because men cannot see. Y'all know that meme? Oh my gosh, that meme showing like. She was telling him to put it back in. She was like,
I've been seeing that. Like, now you slipped out and then put it back in.
Hell no, like,
can't do
like
that.
Men can't fathom that you allowed this to happen. It just don't work.
I can't even really take that she had niggas before me.
I hate exes.
Oh, brother.
Like,
are you serious?
It be killing
It makes me sick
to this day.
Always. Like any thought about it, like
that's
I'm
crazy.
sick. I be sick.
I feel like.
I feel like you cheated before me.
Like men,
That's how I feel.
we're very possessive, right? So we're like, okay, she's doing all this for me. I brought that out of her, right? But now when we think about exes, it be in the back of our mind, we're like, she
all
probably
of this
did
for
that
somebody
else, right?
Yeah, that's
She
how
did
it
this,
works.
yeah. But it's like,
It's not
dang, am I
supposed to,
special?
yeah.
Like, what
Y'all
did I
do that too, though.
What did I do? It
Right?
different.
No?
It different.
We don't care. We like we
Y'all
said, we
past
don't.
relationships, y'all did the same thing. Trips, gifts, love, all them on the same
Nope.
shit.
Yeah, certain people certain men have done that. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, real like, when we didn't really do that before.
We didn't really do that.
Yeah,
We
like
didn't
so
really
when
do
it's
that.
like, I feel like if I did all that with you,
But
we gonna-
hypothetically,
yeah, we gonna all the
if
way.
this current relationship doesn't work, we forbid, you not gonna do it for your next girlfriend? Hypothetically?
No, I'm not saying it's good that we think this way. It's not good.
Okay, I'm
No,
just
Yeah.
saying.
that's not
I
good.
just.
But I'm just saying
You know?
that's how we
That's
think.
how
Like
men think for
we really
sure.
feel like
I
yeah.
already know.
Yeah.
Right now.
How you guys feel with about communication with exes?
Oh my gosh, I feel like it's a no.
so everything is a no.
Hell.
Like, following them on Instagram still, all that.
Call me what you want. I don't give a fuck. I tell people like it's stuff that I don't like, and if you feel like I'm tripping, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. Like it's not that hard. I'm not gonna cry. So yeah, I don't think the exes thing is a. It's this one dude like he's like, oh, it's high school, and we just friends.
I would never ever go for that. The friends thing is you can't be. You could possibly be cordial with saying be friends with somebody that you were in love with, right? That you were intimate with, like all this stuff we said, trips, all that. Hey, you're just friends. I'm not gonna do that.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
it's a no for me.
It's a no for me.
And how you feel about just past people that you've been with, still having communication with them, not somebody that you were in a relationship with, but somebody that you either were talking to or somebody that you had a situationship with. Do you keep ties?
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but okay.
Get her out of here!
Wait. Let me explain.
Bring in the next one now.
Let me explain,
Wrap it
please. So the crazy thing is, I'm not friends with any of my exes. I don't follow them on social media. We don't talk. None of that. But situationships. Some people that I've talked to or like went on like a date with, it didn't work out. Like we never dated, but I'm still like, they still follow me on Instagram. Like we still talk. It's like I still talk to them and stuff
I'm
like
with
that.
you guys.
Yeah.
He's not with
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I do. Because when you're dating somebody, I feel like people don't talk about this. When you're dating, like, okay, say I go on a date with this guy, right? I thought that I liked him. Like, of course I like had some type of attraction to go on a date with him. Went to the date, whatever, had a great time, but not romantically, but like, as a friend.
Yes,
like, damn, I just love talking to you,
and
but I'm not about to kiss
you.
you.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I don't want to kiss. I don't want to do all of that. But like, you're really cool. So then you just become the homie.
Okay, so
And
what if you were intimate? I said situationships. And
So
situationship
okay.
wasn't, situationship wasn't just we went on a date and I didn't want to kiss you. Situations, yeah.
If I'm dealing with a man and I'm taking him seriously and he's taking me seriously, I wouldn't dare disrespect him like that by still being cool with somebody that I slept with.
Yeah, agreed.
do that.
Agreed.
So what's cool though?
For me, it's just like, like just having access, like, replying to my stories or,
Following.
So, yeah,
You still follow niggas that you didn't slept
If
with?
you're in a relationship.
if I'm in a relationship,
Yeah.
Honestly,
She's like, yeah, dude, that's crazy. That's sick to me.
Okay, but if he said he had a problem with that and he was like, I want
if my partner communicated that to me and said I don't feel comfortable with this and that, then I'm
so you gonna make him point out and have to
wishes.
figure out every single person that you've been with and go through your whole following list and say, have you been with this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy?
Honestly, I don't think it would even get to that point, because then he gonna have to do the same thing, and then it's gonna feel like I'm in high school doing this. Like, go through your following list and let me your contact. I'm not doing that. Like, if it come up, it come up. Like, if he asks me like, "Hey, how you know him?" Then it's like,
I hate that question.
Yeah, then if it's how you know him, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. And if he be like, "Yeah, nah, I'm not."
How you know him? You want the truth?
you want the truth, or you want what?
And we gonna ask knowing we can't handle the truth. I'm gonna ask you knowing I can't handle the truth.
He gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna.
Man.
I'm not gonna.
Not
The thing is, I'm not gonna ask anything. Right? I would just leave it up to you to let me know the things I need to know. Right?
Oh no.
Yeah, because I'm real transparent.
If you don't,
I'm gonna tell you, like,
I'm gonna have a problem.
Look, I just feel like, for one, yeah. First off, that's the problem too, is that you gotta go down your whole list and then you gotta unfollow multiple niggas because you done been with them. That's the problem in today's society already. Like the fact that you gotta go in and dang, fuck, Mark, damn, Jason, fuck. Like, damn.
No.
That's problem number one, and that's just a societal thing that we gotta
listen.
deal with as men. But I think that's the whole like tradition thing and the double standards that it was, and how traditionally women were just they weren't so open, they weren't so out there, they weren't sharing themselves with so many people. Before, women would cook for you before they slept with you. Nowadays, women will sleep with you and then act like it's a problem when you say, why is my bed not made?
I just feel like I make good food for me. I ain't I don't know.
Nah, I'm built different. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. See, that's what confuses me, though. This is not my situation at all. Like, I ain't going down my following list to do that. It's not me. But I do have a question, because it is such a double standard. Men don't want to be with a woman that has, like, a crazy body count, right? A crazy, insane body count or whatever. Women don't be asking about body counts and stuff like that, because it's just like, it is what it is. But
I would never ask that. I would never ask that.
I got the answer for you. Actually, Osmond has an answer for you. So we actually spoke about this the other day, and we basically spoke on the fact that women don't like to admit to the things that they're judged on, and men don't like to admit to the things that we're judged on. So as far as women, you guys are judged for your body counts, things like that, right? Men, we're judged for, financial and things like that. We're judged for our height. Men lie about their height all the time. But and again, if you were to ask a man, like, so how much bread you really got? He's not gonna want to tell you, right? That's something that we would get judged upon. He wouldn't tell you how much is actually in his bank account. Now it's the same thing for women. The things that you guys are judged on. If I was to come to you and say, so how many men have you actually slept with? You're gonna cut that number down, because that's something that you're judged on.
And going off that, that's the truth. Like, you lie about what you get judged on, right? So, women in this world, if you're more promiscuous, you're seen as lesser value, or you're not as good as the other woman. So, if we ask you about your partners or this, you're gonna be like, you think in your head, well, I kind of like this guy. I'm not gonna say the exact truth, right? I'm gonna go down. If I have 8 bodies, I'm gonna say I'm gonna have 3. If I have 10, I'm gonna say I have 4.
That's people's business. I don't lie because it ain't high, but I'm just saying, not like, in like a Pig Misha way. I'm just saying, like, but if a woman does have to lie, she may feel like, she started early, she was learning herself, and she don't want to run you off, so she lied, like y'all lie.
And that's the truth, and
that's my point. Yeah.
I mean, what I was saying is, I don't really, at this age that I'm in, right, I don't really care about body counts. I don't ask for that. Right? I don't even. That's not even a conversation I have, right? I look at your present self, right, and how you act, and how you go about, and how you carry yourself, right. And then I judge off that, right?
Okay.
Look at you. Yeah, what you did in your past is like, that's you. That's you in your past, right? When you come to me, when you're in my presence, I want to see who you are as a woman, right? So if you start acting like that,
because you don't want no. That's what dudes don't like. You don't want nobody saying, you got a good girl, bro. That's your girl, bro.
Yeah,
that shit that's your
yeah.
girl.
Like, were you out there?
I know your girl, bro.
Yeah, but that's the worst feel. Like when you walk in with somebody and they kind of like
you walk into a room and certain man giving her a certain look, like them hugs,
that
like,
Drewski stuff.
That hug, like
You
we
got a
know
good
that
one.
Drake said it and I know them type of hugs.
Yeah, come on.
I know you used to. So we feel that energy. At the same time too, I think it's good to know about a woman's past because you gotta see certain patterns, and you gotta check them before they come about in your relationship again. So if she was a certain way before, let's just say she drank a lot, and while she was drinking in her past, she was making a lot of dumb decisions.
Okay.
Next thing you know, in your guys' current relationship, you cut down on the drinking for her and things like that. Things get a little shaky. She starts resorting back to it.
Okay.
You don't want all those things that came with it when she was at her previous self. We've already grown past that. But if I didn't know who you were before, if I didn't know some of the bad decisions that you made before and learn to understand and accept you for those bad decisions, then I can't take you for what you are now.
That's
and we
real.
can't grow from wherever we at right now.
That's real. Not true.
You guys are lovely ladies. I love your answers. I really want to know like what does it take for a man to kind of like impress you right now? Like how can a man bag you? Like how can a man get you?
You can start, Amber.
Like, where does he need to come?
You said where does he need to?
Yeah, how does he need to come? Like in your DM, in person, like.
She said.
Honestly, lately I've been really wishing that I could just meet people like the way that people used to meet back in the day. I don't really want to date on Instagram. Like I don't want to, I don't like people sliding in my DMs.
Really, you don't like the DM sliding? It'd be weak.
I just don't like it. Like I feel like they was like the little looking eyes. Like
That shit's so annoying.
Yeah.
Everybody that
up.
I've communicated with, like recently, I've met in person. It has not been no DM stuff. Like
Really?
they seen me somewhere and they stopped me. Like that's how it's been.
So you don't even check DMs.
No, I look, but like
You can't really know.
my
nobody
motion,
like that,
my
yeah.
motion in person is really good.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
So what's motion like in this
Like the same way on Instagram, they like, damn, your DMs jumping. My in person jumping.
in person jumping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Personality jumping. I feel it. Yeah. Nah, I felt good vibes. So what is so as far as like the same question, what is something that you're looking for when a guy does approach you or see you in person?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm real big on physical. I have to be attracted to you. If I'm not, we don't even need to talk. Like you gotta be attractive. I look at teeth. I look at if you got a haircut. I look at if your face moisturized, your nails, all that. I look at that type of stuff. And then, if we good there, I look at if you respectful, consistent, and, stuff like that.
I like how she didn't say money, right? Man, it would have been so
Say
different.
bread.
Man, she would have been like, yeah, what he got in the. That's like the second thing somebody would say.
I was just talking to my homeboy about that earlier. I think it is important to make sure that y'all are both financially stable, but I've never been the one to look for a trick. Like, that's just not my thing. I don't look for men to try to, like, get something out of them. I'm not going to do that.
So does he have to?
So the
Like,
artist
more
guy
than
you were on a date with the other day, that was just because he was a good person?
I mean, yeah, I thought he was cute.
Okay.
and he was cool. And, I'm an artist as well, and I feel like, being in different spaces, like I be at events, I be at parties and stuff, and I just see people like that. So that's
And
how
what
that
about you?
I agree as far as like the physical, 100%. You got nice teeth. You low-key got me. I'm not gonna lie, but I think also I like a gentleman. So like, say like I am out somewhere, and somebody trying to talk to me or whatever. Oh my God, I got a story actually. So I was at the gas station and it was a guy and he was handsome. And I'm pumping my own gas though. And he's just on the side of my car just talking to me.
That happened to me before.
That's
too.
a turn off.
You might as well just walk away.
Yeah, that's a turn off because I'm like, if you really thought I was cute, and you're a gentleman, let me pump your gas for you.
Let me get that for you, yeah.
Nah, I'm sitting up here struggling trying to put the pump inside and you look really good. I mean, like, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm busy. Like, I can't, I'm just like, so stuff like that. Like, I like a gentleman. Like, Are you going to hold the door open for me while you trying to get my number, you know?
I don't know. I've never bagged at a gas station. Like, I've never tried to talk to a girl at a gas station.
I have.
Yeah. That's it. That's you.
I have a lot. I mean, gas station is where it's at. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like you.
No, where it's at.
You gotta luck up.
No, man. Atlanta. I don't know what it is in Atlanta. The gas stations, as soon as they hit like 9 p.m., man, it's jumping, man. It's Scat Packs, Hellcats.
Oh yeah.
It's like everybody. It's kind of like
that's different in Atlanta.
It's like a pregame, but it's like I've seen them pump their gas, and I've never was like. But it was not like I didn't want to do it. I don't know. I feel like. Sometimes when you approach a woman, sometimes like that, and you
don't want to be too overbearing.
Yeah, too overbearing. Like, hey, let me get next to your car and pump your gas. It might be like,
ask.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Men get like so nervous about like, not overstepping. Just ask, like, oh, by the way, would you like for me to pump your gas for you? She can say yes or no. Like,
I haven't done that. I have said.
So you gotta like stop her before she doing it, like, because if she done already paid for it, like, I'm gonna let you thug it out, like. You know,
the gesture, but the gesture, even if she has paid for it and you just now walking up, even the thought of you saying, "Let me take that off your hands," is just,
that type of stuff. That's attractive. Yeah, that's attractive. What? But you just standing here asking me for my number while I'm like, get away from me.
Literally,
no.
Which a nigga would ask my girl to pump her gas for her. She'd let him.
Yeah, no, but just being a gentleman, that's attractive to me.
For sure.
That's really attractive.
Like, that's bare minimum.
It really is, but I have to say it these days.
You do.
Because it ain't too many gentlemen left.
It ain't too many girls under 5 bodies neither.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying the things. You know what, the things we judge for is the things we judge for. Yeah, I'm just saying, you know.
We can go back to that topic because I didn't finish the second half of my question.
Go ahead.
So that's another thing. Like, you want, like, okay, not y'all, I'm sorry, but men ideally want women with, like, a lower body count, but then they want you to be amazing in bed.
That's not a thing that I personally, for a girl to just be inexperienced, like, that's cool, cause I know, like, okay, cool, let me teach you what I want. But you got a girl who you off rip, she come in and
she know more than you.
Man, and she doing things that you ain't never seen before, and she take it down, like, you like, damn.
Let me hang off the bed.
Yeah, like that all the time isn't the most attractive thing to a man, and that's not something that a man is gonna like applaud you over. Is you being good in bed sexually off rip, the moment you meet him. I'd rather have a very innocent girl that I could teach some things to, and I know you ain't been ran through, but you come over and you already know exactly what a nigga wants. Damn.
Yeah, nah, agreed. I just spend a lot of time on Twitter, and that's all I see. Like,
there's guys wanting a girl that's a little thought that we just messing with. Yeah, that's cool. Cause it's only a one night thing.
You gonna show me? You gonna show what little baby said?
We not learning each other's bodies at that point. I just want you to come, do what I want you to do for the night, and get on out of here.
Yeah.
So in that case, cool. I want a girl to be sexually liberated.
And that's like a common misconception too. Not saying like me personally, I really don't care, but you can be in a relationship and have sex like 100 times, 200 times. Like, you can get your experience from your boyfriend.
Oh, I agree.
So you don't have to.
I agree.
Because there's some women that have been with like 30, 40 men, they still can't fuck.
They got so many preferences that they got is listening like this.
Yeah, so they come over there
like this,
just wilding out. So it's like, and I think, I feel like this for men too. I try not to be like double standardish, but I feel like how you control yourself, right, is a very special thing, in a woman, because, you guys are easily manipulated, right? Emotionally, sometimes even physically, like there's certain things like that, right? So we want to make sure that you're able to kind of read situations, right? And
not put yourself in certain situations.
Situations, right?
Men want you to be a certain way depending on what they want from you. Like, he don't want somebody that he trying to get to like fuck like right now to have sense enough to know, like, no. He want her to be like going, but somebody that he wants to take seriously, he need her mind to be like, oh no, I'm not like that, right? So it depends on what he wants from this particular person.
In a way, because I mean, even with my last situation, like you were saying earlier, what guys do after a breakup.
Mm-hmm.
Osmond, can you explain how I handled my breakup and what I did after my breakup?
So, some guys go out and wild out. Some guys, they really focus on themselves. Like when you're really in love and it's a really traumatic breakup, they don't want to really be with nobody else. Like they trying to elevate. That's how we're even on this platform right now. Like he came, he started the own podcast. Just started putting all that time and energy he wanted to put in her into himself. So he wasn't out there sleeping. He wasn't doing that. So it really depends on what type of man you are and what type of morals you have.
That too.
I feel like morals don't go up and down. It doesn't change for somebody. Like if you have morals, that's your morals. It should be like that. Like your morals should not change depending on the situation. Like you should stick with that.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, she was like, I don't know, it might change. She's like, it might change. I don't know.
Well, okay, because I'm honestly, my mind, I'm just thinking about like somebody you really care about, and versus just like somebody like you just want to have sex with, like somebody you don't really care about like that. I feel like men can like be a little bit more disrespectful to women that they're just like using for sex, and I feel like you wouldn't treat your, like if somebody's like cheating on their wife, the mistress isn't gonna get the same sex that the wife is getting. He's probably more gentle with his wife. The mistress, he's probably just kind of like So I feel like that ties into morals at the same time, because
You on the thumb.
Yeah.
She on the thumb.
The man that's in love is gonna get to know the person that he's in love with. So I'm gonna get to know my girl, and do she like her toes licked? Do she like to be kissed here? Do she like to be massaged here? What type of things get her into the moment? Before I put it in, and before we actually get there. You know what I'm saying? So a girl, again, that I'm just getting with for the night, she just gonna get that casual dick. Like I don't feel no type of way of her. I don't care how she feels at the end of it. I'm not worried about what gets her a certain way. It's a nightly thing. But the girl that I love, I'm gonna get to know her.
Yeah.
You'll see what she likes.
So you proved her point. Men morality is contingent upon if they care about you or not.
I don't think it's like she mentioned it as a disrespect. I don't think it's disrespect because we're both. It's not like I feel like it's disrespectful if I'm going into that saying, "Hey, I want to be with you." I might see something in you. But if we're both in here like, "Hey, this is casual sex," I don't feel like
y'all ain't even talked about no future anything. Yeah, and y'all just got straight to it.
Yeah, because she's probably doing this. She probably got some tricks on her sleeve. She ain't pulling out neither.
Yeah, I meant it like more so in a way of like the type of sex. You know what I mean? Because like from what I've heard, like usually like the people who are married or whatever and having sex with their wives, they have sex with them in a gentle, like this is my wife, mother of my kids. As your mistress, nasty type sex, like you being disrespectful in bed, it's that type of stuff. Like that's what I'm thinking. That's why I was like, that ties into your morals. That's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. I mean, your morality when it comes to that, I feel like that's not even a moral thing. It's cheating, but
definitely. It's 100% cheating.
Yeah, for sure.
But
yeah. When it comes to that, I mean, it does come with the territory of that. I mean, I feel like, if a woman's doing that, I don't think she's giving. I don't know. Maybe it won't be the sex. Maybe it will just be like the effort or like the cooking or something like. I don't know. It really just depends.
Yeah, I don't think men are judging that as like a moral thing, like the way we have sex with a girl. Again, because like I said about knowing your partner, you might know your partner to just really like aggressive sex. So I'm gonna choke this motherfucker out. Like, but I'm not gonna just take it light because she's my wife. And then the mistress, I'm gonna really choke her. Like, nah, if that's what that's what my girl likes, I'm gonna again get to know what she likes, and I'm gonna adapt to that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's, I kind of want to do that. Like, so when you meet a guy, right, and you've been dating, you guys have been going on dates at each other's houses. That first time you guys get intimate, do you guys hold back? Is there a holding back thing in there?
You try to show that little innocence.
Like, is it like, oh, I don't want to do too much to make him seem
hold on, Dabo. What's the first thing girls say after you have sex with them?
Oh my God!
What happened?
I
How did
it's
I
never this
do
fast.
Oh my gosh, it's never this fast. I never like what?
It's been so long.
Wait. How many months?
3, 6,
It's usually like 6 months. It's like,
it's all by 3.
In like 6 months, yo. It's
They
crazy.
take y'all as a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep your coochie closed. They taking you as a joke. They think it's funny.
It's crazy.
No.
And when y'all say that, that's the first thing we go into the homies. Like, we laugh about it. I could tell.
I'm already
like, he
knowing.
knew it was on my mind before I even asked. Like, bro, that's the first. Why is that? Was it? I know y'all done
don't
said it
fucking
before.
know. I don't
Have y'all ever said, like, have y'all ever, after sex, said, damn, I can't believe that happened? Or, damn, have you ever acted astonished after some sex? Or you just own your shit?
No, I've never said that.
Never.
Am. She's like, Am, tell us the truth. So why do you? So what is a mindset? Is it you want to play that innocent card? Because again, you asked me and I told you, like, yeah, we sometimes would prefer a woman to not like act like she know everything about what to do in bed. And so is that why you do it? Because you want to play like that little innocent?
There's really no method to my madness.
There is a method.
I can't even tell you. I think that
She's just like, I'm just asking.
because
I did be vibing.
Yeah.
Just be vibe.
Vibe, twin.
You're very vibing.
I honestly just always try to be like my true self. Like I try to be transparent with everybody I'm dating. I always try to, always try to be present. I'm not gonna say that I haven't said that before. I have, and let me see the person that I've said that to before. It wasn't. That's what I'm saying. There's really no method to my madness because it wasn't even somebody that I was really trying to date for real.
You just said
I
it
don't
to say.
know
It was
why.
like you just like.
I think it was.
Did you feel like you were judged because you had sex with him so fast?
Yeah, like we talked about earlier. That's usually the things that you lie about. It's just like like ew, like.
So that's why you did it. You were probably feeling like, dang, you probably felt a little, I wouldn't say guilty, but you probably weren't all the way proud of the fact that you gave yourself to, gave you to him that quick.
Yeah, but yeah, because it wasn't like.
It wasn't that quick.
It wasn't.
Girl. It was.
Look at me.
Look at for the line. Look, she's like, y'all gonna judge me. It wasn't that quick, girl. It was quick. You just met the nigga, huh?
Nah, cut it out. But
Watch out.
Listen, we ended up dating for a very long time though.
That's
so,
good. That's good.
So I'm not just out here in these streets, but I've definitely.
What about the other time?
No. All right.
He's like,
Wrap this up.
no. What I do want to ask Rio is, do you feel like it matters or like if a girl has sex quick? Like me personally, it really just depends with me, man. Like I don't know. Like sometimes the vibe.
There's been people that have said like they did it first night and have had years together, got married.
I heard that's what Jada and Baby did. Like
Yeah.
I heard like it was first link. She said the vibe was just right, and now I don't know how they are, but but I feel like for me, it's all about how it is, right, and how I vibe. Like if I didn't really vibe with you like that, right, like me in my head, but we ended up having sex, I'm like, right, we didn't really talk that much, or like it wasn't like really no connection there. I'm like, but if I'm over here laughing my ass off over here, you got me crying and shit. You feel me? Like or like we over here watching a good movie and certain things like that, and we're just talking about life. I feel like okay, you know what? And it's like continued. It wasn't just that night. It's like okay, the next time I see you is like that. Next time I see you is like that. I really don't per se have a problem with it, right? I would like for to wait maybe a couple weeks and certain things like that, but it's like I don't know if it really means a lot in the long run. It just depends at this age, especially at this age.
I think I agree. I think it really just depends on the person because the situation that I had, we ended up dating, so like really like dating.
When people fuck up too. They like, oh, I've known him 2 months, girl. Y'all wasn't texting for like 4 weeks out of that. So you have to look at what type of interactions have y'all had, like meaningful interactions, because somebody can spend every day with somebody for 2 weeks and know them much better than somebody that they was just like on and off with for 2 months. So don't let the time try to justify how fast you giving it up. Does he care about you? Does he really want to spend time with you outside of sex? Like you have to look at it like that. So
yeah, that's how I feel.
It's about
too.
quality time.
That's
It's
how I
not
feel
about
too.
literal time.
Yeah, I agree. It really just depends on the person and how I feel about the person. how he feel about me. Cause like, even though I am delusional, I'm also not stupid. I'm not stupid though. Maybe a little delusional, but I'm not stupid. I could tell when somebody like me and when somebody don't like me.
Yeah.
You know, like that's not. The lines are not blurred there. Like,
I mean, what you said is very important. Like, the time that's not sex, right? They have to. When you're in a relationship, you have to build that friendship, man. Right? It's been a lot.
That's a must for me.
It's like you have to. When we're not having sex, we're just here sitting down in silence or maybe talking. Like, wow, I feel really comfortable with this person. These jokes are bouncing off each other, right?
On me.
Like, it's like, wow, we going, she's saying, you're picking up my mannerisms, I'm picking up your mannerisms, right? It has to be like, wow,
right.
You are a friend, without that relationship. It's like, we're good friends. Like, I really care for you in a way, in a supporting way, right? Because when it's not that way, it's more of a very controlled, hey, if we're not having sex, shit is bad, right? Like, we're not intimate, shit is bad. Like, we start arguments, we're doing this. So I feel like that friendship is very vital in a relationship.
Absolutely.
I think we're it's an adjustment. It's a societal adjustment that we have to kind of, men, as much as we don't want a woman who's so promiscuous or a woman who has, all this sexual experience or, has been with X amount of partners, like, we don't want that, but we have to adapt because that's just the society that we're in right now. So it's like
you're forcing our hand, right?
We're forced to, because it's like all that's really out, not to say that that's what we want, but it's kind of just something that we have to adjust to. I guess I'm forcibly getting adjusted to it.
Yeah. So going back to the question, do you think that having sex with someone sooner makes them, less of a potential wife for you? Does it matter to you?
Now, no.
No.
I have to just let it not matter. Even though I do feel like it's very, I don't like it, because at the same time, it's like, yeah, I know I'm like cool. I know I got a good personality. I know I have things. I know the physical, whatever. I have that level of confidence about myself. And so when I do get a girl in bed, it's like, okay, cool. She fell for all of this that I have. But I know there's a lot more, people out there who are just like me. So it's like, if she runs into the same encounter, she's just going to do the same thing. So that's the mindset of my mind. But again, like you said, the time factor plays a part. Having a woman that chooses you is, I think that's a better feeling for me. Because the reason I said it earlier is because I don't want to have just gone and like spit some game to a girl and bagged her and had sex with her that night. Then I feel like, okay, she's easy. Any nigga can just go bag her, talk to her that night, and just, get in it. But a girl who chooses you, I think that's a different situation. She scoped you out. She felt your vibe. She felt your energy. She kind of probably knew about you or how you operate, and then chose you in that way. And then that consistency that's put in afterwards just kind of solidifies where you guys go from there. If you guys have sex and then you don't talk for a month, you kind of know, like, that's what you guys are on. You guys are just on a situational basis. But if you guys do have sex and then the communication is the next day is laughing, like you said, it's a lot of things going on outside of sex, then I think you kind of got something that's more locked in and permanent.
Choosing you. Have you guys ever, like, went and chose a man? Like, you guys were like the initiators in that regard, like, communication wise. Like, hey, I like this man. I wanna bag him. Does that happen?
Safe space. Women, yeah, it's a safe place.
I'm just trying to think of if I've
women be shooting. They be
before.
shooting these days.
Yeah, do women bag men? Have you guys bagged any of your last relationships,
or just any time in general?
Like, did you guys point out certain men? Like, yeah, this is who I want. I'm gonna make this man mine.
Personally, my past relationships, no, they've all pursued me,
okay.
And that's still in a way me choosing though, because a lot of men are pursuing me, but I choose to be with you. Like, you know what I mean? I guess that's still, but I have never like, yo, like you look good. Like
you never rang in like, yo,
I've never I never rizzed nobody up. I ain't never rizzed nobody up or nothing like that before. But like I will be quick. I love giving out compliments though. Like I will tell the man that he's handsome. I think I said that to you when I first met you. Like,
that's spitting, Loki. That's
yeah, I'll tell somebody that they're handsome, but that doesn't mean like, you know, I choose you. Like I don't know how to do that, but like I said, like a lot of men are like pursuing me, but like I would choose you if I would, like, you know, if your vibe is good and stuff like that. I guess does that count as like choosing?
Because I mean that's
yeah.
a girl's way of choosing. Yeah. Are you over there playing with her fingers?
I have to piggyback and say a lot of men choose me too, but I can't say like I can riz for real.
You can
No.
She has that riz. She has that riz.
So that talk too. Her talk is
confident.
So the problem is, sometimes I'll see a dude, like he'll be staring at me and I'm like, I know he want to say something and I'm not scared. So sometimes there has been times where I started the conversation, but then he definitely like kept like put all the effort in. Like
he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
not like a pursuer. Like I'm chasing you, but I've definitely like said hello.
You broke the ice.
I've definitely broken
some
the
niggas
ice.
be nervous.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I understand. So I was like, you know,
what was that?
Oh,
what was that? She said, for sure. For sure. What was that? What was that? She looked at us. She said, for sure. Then she said, heated. For sure.
I was like, I'm a different person for the camera, but
everything she been saying, I knew it was too good.
But no, I'm just playing. But no, yeah, I definitely have, and although a lot of men, you know, approach me, I can't lie and say I've never broke the ice. I have. I've broken the ice before.
No, that's good. I feel like if anything about this new age of dating that I do like, right, it would be maybe women shooting their shots, or like women breaking the ice and being an initiator, because I feel like that is really when you're like, okay, like, you know, somebody chose you. Like, okay, she's coming over here. She's like, I want you. Like, I want you. Unless y'all sending 10 of those, 11, I don't think you guys are, but
yeah, no,
you know,
it's
very
rare.
seldom,
but
right?
I'm not gonna lie and say it hasn't had. They said it's a safe space.
It's a safe space.
So I'm telling the truth.
Like,
that's why I was listening to Amber. I was like,
hey.
Yeah, but it's a difference. It's also a difference in the way that she chooses you. And so it's like the things she does when she does decide to choose that person. So it's okay. Did she say, I just want to fuck you for the night? Like, did she choose you and she's like, okay, cool, is that? Or did she say, I'm gonna choose you, I'm gonna start doing some things that I know any man would want a woman to do, right?
all you gotta do,
I want him to.
all you gotta do, if you are confident enough to feel that he's attracted to you, just say hello. Like, and that's it.
That's all it takes. We're easy.
We're very.
Easy.
I can't stress. I want a sign behind us like easy. Like, it's very easy to get to us, man.
Easy.
Just say hello and hello. What's your name? My name's Siraj. Nice to meet you.
That's all it takes.
There he go. He's talking.
And that's why we talk about this double standard, because it's not that easy for a guy. A guy can't just come up to you and hello. Yeah. For you,
he gotta come in with some more.
Y'all gotta have a certain amount of game.
But I'm telling you, we have to really like pursue, and we have to really like show characteristics. Like, women can show nothing, y'all can have nothing. Nothing
like
at all.
There's a study that goes around, right? You know, on Tinder and dating apps, right? And it's like men, their matches or their options that they like, right, is spread out, right? It's like over here, it's over here, it's over here, right? Women, they like the same 10% of men on the app.
Oh wow!
And it's mind blowing, because that's kind of like how it is in real life too, right? Like, you're in the club, you're in a setting, right? There are certain type of caliber of men that are in that club or in that setting, right?
That all the women want.
They have the charisma, they have the money, right? They have the status, right? It could be other good-looking men there, right? Or other type of men over there, right? They won't even be looked at, because all of them are looking. Can I be that woman that he's gonna choose, right? And men, we don't operate on that stand of basis. We don't. Generally, we do not. I promise.
Yeah,
like, when we're in a room, right, and there's a lot of women there, we're just trying to see who's gonna give us the time of the day. Like, you know, most of them, it's like, okay, who? Oh, you know what? Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. We're looking, we're scouting around to see, okay, who we can make good eye contact with and certain things like that. And I feel like that's That's why it's kind of harder. It's kind of harder on men. It's kind of harder on men when it comes to like a relationship.
I
and
get
certain
y'all
things
that.
like
I don't
yeah.
ever say it's not hard.
Yeah, so from your personality and everything like that, I want to know like when it comes to submission in a relationship, right? Do you think it's easy to submit to a man, especially nowadays?
If he makes you feel safe enough to submit to him, absolutely. But
Okay.
he has to make you feel safe enough.
What is that? So that's a common thing, women and safety, right? So what does that truly mean? Like
I'm
ultimately,
not finna submit to somebody who's not loyal to me, doesn't respect me, doesn't give me consistency, doesn't communicate with. Like, you have to be a stand-up guy, right, for me to feel like, you know what, I feel so vulnerable and safe. I'm gonna just be whatever. Yeah.
What was the question?
What is it gonna take? Like, what do you look for in a man to really submit to him?
Yeah, I agree. I would say like security. Like, I just feel like with anything in life, like anything I'm submitting to is like giving me security. Like, I'm not gonna submit to someone who hasn't given me a reason to, like just like you were talking about, like you and your partner work very well because she takes care of everything that's in the house. So just by her doing that, she can submit to you because you are providing. You know what I mean? If you could provide for me, I'm gonna submit to you. Like, simple.
And you take initiative.
It makes it
like,
easier. Yeah,
she
exactly.
doesn't have to say, like, babe, can you take care of this? Can you do it? Like, no, he gonna handle it.
Literally, and also
that's why she's able to be that way.
Literally, but I'm not gonna submit to you if you just like laid out on the couch, just scrolling. You've been scrolling on Instagram or whatever, and I'm going to work and I get back and you still in the same spot.
Yeah.
And you talking about can you make dinner?
like no motion,
No.
that's what you're saying, right? Like no, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work for me. Yeah,
So then the man does have to have that financial stability and almost
Yes, have some
superiority.
value.
Like,
Or
he
some
has to
I'm not
like-
gonna hold you. Yeah.
Something,
Like-
some fire in you, something
Yeah.
that wants some shit out of life, some passion.
So you want a man with ambition, and you want him to have it
Absolutely.
right now.
Absolutely. If you expect that out of me, like,
Okay.
I'm not saying you gotta be the richest man in the room.
just have
But
ambition.
do you have to want something out of life and be trying to go get it? Absolutely.
And that's it's a funny thing. That's a true thing, but that's a funny thing. That's why men, they have to come with something. Like it has to, like, women come like, what do I bring to the table? I am the table. A lot of women say certain things like that, right? But it's a joke, but low key, that's kind of how it is right now. Like,
What do you want a woman to bring to the table? I'm just curious. I just want to know.
Me, I would say like a respect factor, right? I would say loyalty. I would say just choosing me. I don't really ask for a lot. I'm not one of those sassy men that be out here like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. All right, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those men. Like, I would do my part in providing and showing you, right? It's just the fact that women nowadays are like, I don't have to do anything. Like, I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. The man has to do everything. You got to take me how I am. I feel like it's a
And
very
I
strong
don't agree
lack of
with that.
accountability.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in that, like, as a woman and at my, like, stature, I guess. My last relationship, I feel like we really had a lot of, like, rough patches because he made a lot of money and he started to feel like I was just, like, depending on him. So, like, and I'm not gonna lie, he was right. I caught myself doing that too. You know what I mean? Like, I actually don't really need to go into work today because, like, I'm gonna be fine. And he didn't like that. And I had to catch myself too because I started slipping into that. So yeah, nah. So
That's good.
yeah, even for my next relationship, I know that it's important that I have my own thing going on. That's like right now. I mean, I'm like, I'm going on dates and stuff like that, but I'm not dating nobody for real because I want to use the energy that I do have. It's poured into me and my career. So when I do get into my next relationship, I'm ready. Like, I got my own business. He got his own business. We not up under each other all day.
Exactly. I'm a dream chaser. I
Yeah.
call myself a dream chaser. I got big dreams and I'm chasing them, right? If somebody wants to come into my life and, be of aid, not give me no stress or distraction, and we just, vibe out, that's cool. But I definitely have my own life. I'm not one of those people that's like, my relationship is the center of my world. Like, no, if anything, it's like, oh, that's nice.
It adds,
Yeah,
it
it's
should
a
just add to
add-on,
it. It
for
shouldn't be
sure.
like the end all be all, but it should just add,
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's very helpful to add stability to the relationship when you know that your woman got it on her own. So everything that you're doing is just an addition. You know, I don't want to like fully support you and have you fully dependent on me. I want you to have your own, and then everything that I'm adding to the table is just gonna amplify what we got going on. And then at the same time, when you have your own, and you see that I'm putting so much into you, it's that equality that, you know, I'm gonna pour back into him.
Absolutely.
You know? But if again you don't have enough to support yourself, you can't help anybody else. And I think that's, you know, one of the most important things. Just one of the most important things in life, you know, is I can't support my family, I can't help my friends, I can't help anybody get to their next level if I'm not, you know, getting myself to where I want to be. You know, I have to have everything going, you know, pretty smoothly so that I have enough to pour over and everybody else.
And like you said, when you was like, women always say, oh, like, take me as I am. I've never agreed with that, because I feel like self-improvement works both ways, right? So I feel like as a person, period, you should always want to grow. You should always want to grow. Not even just for this man that you're pursuing or that you want. You should just want to be better for you, right? So I don't like that sentiment like, oh, you know, he just need to spend a bag on me. And just because, like, I'm that bitch, like, no. We need to work on us, too. And I feel like that's really important.
Wow. No, I mean, I can't say better than that. I agree. And, you know, that's a lot of sense right there. I mean, so it's June, right?
Yeah.
Half of the year is gone.
Yeah.
6 more months left in the, you know, the rest of the year.
Yeah, it's going by.
What do you hope to accomplish? What do you hope to, you know, see in yourself these last 6 months? Everybody.
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. I'm starting right.
Oh, okay. I just want to continue to grow. This has been a very transformational year for me. I'm talking about eating the cleanest I've ever been. I've been so consistent in the gym. I ain't missing no days. Okay. I've been working my ass off in the studio, and I've just been networking, being at like, I've just been flourishing, and I'm not even noticing it because I'm just going. But I have to kind of stop, pray, self-reflect, and remember, like, God is blessing you. God is really, really blessing you, girl. So I just want to continue to do that and not let, like, you know, life, you know, throw you a few curveballs here and there. I don't want that to make me unappreciative or ungrateful of what's happened so far. So I wanted to just keep going how it's going.
Okay.
For sure.
That. I mean, me, from what you said, I want to stay disciplined.
For sure.
But I also want to be grateful. I feel like in the time we live in, I feel like everyone's always doing something, and everyone's always, you know, being something or being somewhere or like elevating. And you're just like, I feel like I have to elevate.
It's so hard to be grateful when you're constantly comparing yourself.
You know, in comparison is, you know, a thief of joy. That's a age-old saying. But I really want to be grateful for where I'm at. You know, the people around me. Very blessed that I'm around them, and I just want to keep on that path of being humble, but also staying rigid, staying disciplined. I feel like discipline is a very, you know, it's a big thing. Like,
it's a balance. You gotta,
because even if you miss a week, it's like it set you back, or you miss a couple weeks, it set you back. So I want to keep doing it and build good habits, you know, into New Year. And I feel like, you know, I'm doing a good job doing it.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I think this year, like the top of this year, you know, when I was making like my New Year's resolution, the main thing that stuck out on my list was like consistency. That's one thing I've always battled with, was staying consistent. Like, even when I was in high school, you know, I did everything, like tennis, track team, drills. I just jumped from, like, you know, I wasn't really like consistent with one thing. Like, I noticed I always battled with that. But this year I've been doing a really good job. Like, I stopped eating meat.
Okay, like, girl.
Been doing very good. I haven't had any. Now I'm about to. It kind of like showed me that I can be consistent with something.
Yes.
So I'm very happy about that. So I think that's really my biggest battle this year, is that, and it's less of a battle now because I know that I have it in me to be consistent.
That's so good.
So it's that. Yeah, I would say that. And then also, like, I could be very performative. Like, my job is very performative. Like, I make content. Like, I have to seem like I'm, like, you know, always happy and smiling. Yeah. And I want to be less performative and kind of be more real.
Authentic,
my following and everything like that, I'm not really personal on, like, my platforms.
This the first time they're gonna hear you talk.
This is literally I never talk. I never talk to.
It's big already.
Yeah, I don't at all. Like I just keep everything like at a performative level. And I don't know. I feel like this year I want to be a little bit more like transparent with who I am. You know. Because, like, you can go to my Instagram, you won't know anything about me besides, like, I like to get dressed and do my makeup and, you know, that's pretty much all you will see. You won't know that I'm witty, you know, funny. You don't know anything about my interests. Like, I love music. Like, all of that doesn't show. And I kind of hate that. Yeah, exactly.
Last but not least.
Yeah, man, I mean, I set my goals, like daily. I don't ever say, like, I want to. I mean, it's not really something like I want to do now to accomplish before the year's up or anything like that. Like I have a daily mindset to grow. I know where I'm at and I'm appreciative of where I'm at, but I want to be so much more comfortable. And that comfort is going to come from being better off financially. I think this year alone, I've probably taking mental health into the most consideration than I ever have. So I think, you know, that's more of just becoming more mature and growing into a man and understanding myself, and then becoming more at peace, and also just having people that you can connect with, and having people that you're comfortable enough to tell you, like, bro, I'm not okay right now, you know, like I'm kind of like I'm going through it, you know, and opening up to certain people, you kind of open them up as well, because they're like, dang, you know, he was able to, you know, kind of be vulnerable and kind of admit what's really going on in life and not just be this perfect person. Like, as you say, you know, online and on social media and stuff, we look so perfect. Everybody looks so perfect, but man, everybody's broken in multiple
dealing
ways,
with something.
you know, dealing with something, and we just hide it. So to have, you know, that's probably one thing that I do want to focus on is just building more connections with people that I can, you know, have a true relationship with. I have very surface level relationships with people out here in LA. All my people are back home in Atlanta. You know, so like on a daily basis, I talk to my cousin and my homie. Like, neither one of them stay here in the city. I don't have not one person that I'll talk to even 3 days out the week that stays here in Los Angeles. So that might be something that, you know,
invest in.
Yeah, kind of just put into the world, not necessarily go looking for it, because then you might, you know, have the wrong thing come, but just put it out into the world that, you know, I want to have some better relationships out here, and it'll come to me.
So good. So proud of y'all.
Right. Yeah. Let's just give ourselves a round of applause.
But yeah, man, so this was a beautiful show. I appreciate you guys for coming.
For sure.
You know,
for having me.
So,
thank you so much for having me.
Man, we are tapping out. This is the Perfect Network. I'll catch you next time, all right?
Bye. Oh my God.